Hi, this is the heir of Carthage, otherwise on Napoleon Total War, known as the Wizard of Cannae, and I am going to bring you yet another Napoleon Total War online commentary battle. Here, that was a little view of my rocket troops. As you can see, the map is the Italian grassland, and right now my army is in a bit of disarray as I'm trying to move up in a hurry to capture some high ground, and in so doing, I make some mistakes, one of which is right here. My opponent's 20-pound unicorn artillery is already starting to pound my men, and I hadn't taken notice that he had brought the unicorn yet. All I knew he had was the rockets. I was busy moving my troops rather than trying to do some recon, and I'm also hurrying to move up this artillery cheval, which is horse artillery. Has good accuracy, and I was hoping to place it on this hill in order to take out some of his artillery and troops. But here, his 20-pound unicorn, which I don't think his stupid unicorn ever misses. It just absolutely pounds the crap out of my my horse artillery. You can see on the mini-map here, like I said, it looks like my troops are in disarray, and it's because they kind of are. I'm moving up and trying to position my men. I'm not moving my men as one large group as I normally do. And basically what I'm going to do is have a force to try and help hold this hill, and then I'm going to have flanking forces on either side in these woods. Now let's go take a look at what we can from my opponent's Russian army. And like I said, he's about to kill my horse artillery there, which is most unfortunate. Here he has a unit of cuirassiers and chevalet, garde, or whatever, I don't know, some kind of horse guard that he's got there. And here's his 20-pound unicorn.
Our men
right
are
here.
running, sir!
Yep, there goes my horse artillery. So here's his 20-pound unicorn, and they are firing away, and I do not think these guys ever miss. So that's an annoying piece of artillery when you're on the receiving end. My opponent has, it looks like, about 7 units of musketeers. Here's his rocket troop that you might have seen firing. His general is Mikhail Kutuzov, something like that. Anyway, he's already taken some losses in his general unit due to my rocket fire attempting to destroy his rockets. So my rockets have done some decent damage so far, and I'm sure his have as well. And on this flank he has, it looks like, another unit of cuirassier and horse guard. So my opponent's early victory, here's our rockets crisscrossing. Let's see, his are aimed at my rockets as well right now. But my rocket troops don't really suffer any casualties until later. So you can see that I'm moving up my army now. As I said, if you look on the mini-map, I'm taking control of this hilled area. But because of my opponent's early victory over my horse artillery, which I kind of foolishly threw away, he's going to be able to make me come to him, and I believe that's going to be his plan. Anyway, I hope you like these graphics effects. I do have it turned up some. I think they're pretty darn sweet, to be honest. Now my opponent does start moving at this point, but he's not moving offensively, he's moving defensively. You can see that he's going to run some musketeers and some light infantry into each one of these groups of trees on the far side of the hill. So here he is capturing those forested regions. And I don't know how good the cover bonus is on Napoleon Total War, but I know that on Empire Total War the cover bonus was excellent when you were in the trees. So whether or not it really works, a lot of us who have played Empire still try to use the trees when at all possible. So anyway, we exchange rocket fire and move our troops up for a little while here. And as I said, right now I'm kind of in a losing position because he has an excellent 20-pound unicorn artillery, and all I have is my rocket troops, which is not going to be enough to counteract it. And here, when I ordered my troops forward, they all came marching through this bottleneck, so I had to run them because he saw this great blob of troops and targeted it with his unicorn. It caused me a little bit of damage, nothing too significant, thank goodness. So I hurry my men out of that bottleneck. Alright, let's take a look at my troops' positioning. I'm going to show a lot of this battle just because I want you to see some of the cool graphics effects and stuff. And I know I've illustrated it on some of my other videos, but we'll just keep going. See, there's some cool artillery effects. So here's my men moving up. My line infantry, I don't think I properly introduced my army. In fact, I know I didn't. All that you've seen is that I have the rocket troop and the horse artillery that got slaughtered. I have 2 units of Lancer Cav. One of them is the 7th Lancer. And then I have 2 units of Chasseurs à Cheval, which is mounted missile troops. And I have, I want to say, 4 units of Fusilier de line. I have the 6th Regiment des Infanteries Légers, which is a light infantry unit, and then I have 3 units of regular chasseurs, which is a kind of a lesser quality skirmisher, but there's 90 of them, so that's handy. And you can see one of my units of chasseurs up here has opened fire with these Russian Jaegers. And my men are out in the open and taking artillery fire, so these guys are in big trouble. And one good use for artillery in this game, in case you all haven't noticed, is to break the morale of your enemy's troops. And so you can see that that's what my opponent's hoping for here. These men are being hit by rockets and unicorn artillery at the same time, and so they're not going to be able to last. But that's okay, they're kind of acting as a sacrificial lamb for my army right now. So I needed a plan. My opponent has artillery supremacy, but I've noticed a weakness in his deployment. He has nothing guarding his center right here, and he has deployed his infantry into 2 wings, which are easily surroundable in these woods. And so I have to take advantage of that and surround my opponent, and I have to do so quickly. So you can see here, the rest of my infantry moving up. I have a Fusilier de line and a young guard, and then right here are my chasseurs. And in the background I have my lancer units. I'm also moving up my general, which is Marshal Ney, and I brought a good historical general because I needed my troops
Our men are running,
to
sir!
stand and fight as best as possible. And remember that chasseur unit I pointed out that was under artillery fire? That was them routing. Alright, so here's my men moving up, and I'm going to encompass these Russian troops that are in the forest. So the Russians are taking a little bit of flank fire here from my chasseurs, and now my 2 units of line infantry are going to open up on them at near point blank range. So it's going to be fairly devastating. So let's watch my young guard start to take care of business here. Or no, never mind, these are my Fusilier. My young guard are on the other side. Yep, so these Russian musketeers are taking some pretty severe losses because they were not in position. And like I said, my men got some point blank shots. This is some brutal fighting here, you know, standing toe-to-toe with other musket troops. It'd be ugly. Let's move down the line here, and let me get you a shot of my young guard. That's more Fusilier.
Our men are running,
I
sir!
could have sworn I had young guard over here. Oh well. So I'm doing well on that side, except that my opponent has these mounted, his cavalry, and soon he brings over his general. I'll show that